Hello students, I'm your teacher Dr. Sanmati Vijay Dhanode. BA Part 3rd, subject English. Name of the paper is Language and Linguistics, Semester 5, Paper 11. As per the syllabus, for this particular semester, Semester 5, Paper 11, we have total 4 modules to study. Module number 1, Language and Communication. Module number 2, Phonology. Number 3, Morphology. And Module 4, Words. So today, to begin with, we will discuss about the very first module, that is Language and Communication. It has 2 subpoints. First is the definitions and the features of the language, and second is the human and animal communication systems, with special reference to Hockett's 7 features of language. So we'll discuss about the language first. So what is language? Language is a principal method of human communication consisting of words used in a structured and conventional way and conveyed by speech, writing or gesture is called as language. Language is the most powerful and dominant system of communication. There are various definitions of language delivered by different scholars, linguists, authors, and reference books. As per Aristotle, a Greek philosopher, speech is the representation of the experience of the mind. According to Aristotle, language is a speech sound produced by human beings to express their ideas, emotions, thoughts, desires, and feelings. In addition, language is the system of conventional spoken and written symbols using which human beings communicate with each other from one country to another country or from one culture to another culture. It is the best way to express emotions, thoughts, feelings, and desires. With the change of time, language is also being changed in its form. Speech is human, so it differs from animal communication in a few different ways. Every language has its characteristics and objectives as well. Let's see the features or the characteristics of the language. There are totally approximately 16 characteristics are there mentioned as per the various thinkers, philosophers, and linguists, research scholars. And note down the number 1, language is arbitrary. Language is undoubtedly arbitrary as there is no inherent connection between the nature of things or concepts the speech deals with. However, those things and ideas are expressed, and there is no reason why different communities pronounce a single term differently. A word was chosen to mean a specific thing or idea is arbitrary. It might be noticed that if a language had not been arbitrary, there would have been just a single language that remained throughout the world. That is why we can consider language as an arbitrary vocal symbol. Number 2, language is a social phenomena. In a sense, language should be considered a social phenomena. Language is social in our human society. It is a means of nourishing and developing culture and establishing human relations. As a member of a particular social group, we human beings interact with each other, allowing us to identify with one another and connect and coordinate with one another. This is how language is part and parcel of our society. Language exists in the public arena, in a method of feeding and creating a society, and sets up human relations. As a member of the community, we acquire a language permanently. The next feature of language is number 3, language is a symbolic system. Language signifies a symbolic system and it consists of different sound symbols for concepts, things, ideas, objects, etc. Language has sounds and words as their symbols. These symbols are picked and routinely acknowledged and utilized. The words in a language are not just patterns or images but symbols that denote meaning. The language uses words as symbols and not as signs for the concept represented by them The core value of a language sometimes relies on the proper explanation of these symbols. Number 4, language is systematic. Although the language is symbolic, its symbols are arranged in a specific systems. All languages have their arrangement of plans, and each language is an arrangement of systems. Furthermore, all languages have phonological and syntactic systems, and within a system, there are also several subsystems. For instance, we have the morphological and syntactic systems inside the linguistic system. Inside these two subsystems, we have systems such as plural of mindset or perspective, of tense, etc. Language is vocal, verbal, and sound. Language is a system of vocal and verbal symbolism, and it is essentially comprised of vocal sounds just created by a physiological articulatory component in the human body. First and foremost, it shows up as vocal sounds only. Language takes verbal elements such as sounds, words, and phrases fixed up in specific ways to make several sentences. Then, language is vocal and sound, which is produced by different speech organs. Writing can be considered as an intelligent platform to represent vocal sounds, and it is the graphic representation of the speech sounds of the language. Number 6 feature, language is non-instinctive and conventional. No language was made in multi-day out of a commonly settled upon recipe by gathering of people. Language is the result of advancement and tradition, and each transmits this tradition onto the following. Like every human organization, languages may also change and pass on, develop, and extend. Each language has a circulation in a particular community around the globe. However, we can consider language as non-instinctive because naturally it is acquired by us. Number 7, language is productive and creative. Language has its efficiency and innovativeness. The auxiliary components of human language are joined to create new expressions that neither the speaker nor their listeners may have made or heard previously. Honestly, the two sides comprehend without trouble. Language can be changed as indicated by the necessities of human society. After all, language has the power of productivity and creativity. Number 8, language is a system of communication. Language is strong, convenient, and the best form of communication for no doubt, and it is the best way to express everything. Through language, we human beings express our thoughts, desires, emotions, and feelings. Further, we can interact easily through the welfare of language. After all, we may say that language is the best communication system around the world. Language is human and structurally complex is the ninth feature. Human language is open-minded, extendable, and modifiable. Contrary to animal language, language should be modifiable from time to time. No species other than human beings have been endowed with language. So we can say that language is naturally human, structurally complex, and modifiable in some cases. Language is unique, complex, and modifiable. Language is indeed a unique phenomena in the world. Every language has its characteristics and distinctive features. Furthermore, each language has its creativity and productivity to deliver the best ways to communicate. And this is how language has the potentiality to be unique, complex, and modifiable by the change of time and culture. There are variations in language. What is variation in language? It is a feature of language actually, and there is more than one way of saying the same thing. Speakers may vary pronunciation, that is accent, word choice, also termed as a lexicon, or morphology and syntax, sometimes called as grammar. Language varies according to the use and user. Let's see how language vary as per user. Number 1, social class membership. The language of so-called upper strata of the society will differ from the so-called lower or the middle strata of the society. So as per their culture, their upbringing, their education, their connotation, the language do get changes. Number second, age. As per the age of language user, language varies. For example, the language speaking style of a school children will differ from the college going youngster. Number 3, sex. Male female gender. Certain grammatical features have been associated more with women than with men. For example, we use she for female gender, he for male gender. To be specific, if I want to say a person is looking nice, so lady is looking beautiful and the man is looking handsome. So beautiful and handsome, these words are conveying a little bit information about gender and the personality of the person as well. Now let's see language varies as per use. How it varies as per use. Number 1, tenor. This has to do with the relationship between speaker and the addressee or addressees in a given situation and is often characterized by greater or lesser formality. For example, a request to close the window might be, would you be kind as to close the window, in a formal situation, compared with shut the window please is an informal situation. So formality also has the effect of producing speech which is closer to the standard. Now let's see how mode, as per the mode, how language varies. This has to do with the effect of the medium in which the language is transmitted. Spoken language used in face-to-face situations make use of many non-verbal movements, for example gestures, etc., such as gestures and facial expression. On the telephone, however, the visual channel is not available, so that, for example, yes, yes has to be substituted for head nodding. In writing, only the visual channel is available, so that the effect of intonation or tone of voice cannot be conveyed, except in part by graphic means such as exclamation and question marks. Number 3 uses domain. This has to do with how language varies according to the activity in which it plays a part. The language of a legal document will be different from that of an advertisement, and the language of a religious service will be different from that of newspaper reporting. So these are the some features and some variations of the language. In the next video lecture, we will discuss about the Hockett's design features and then we will talk about the linguistics. Any questions so far? Please contact me. Feel free to ask any type of questions, queries. We'll definitely find an answer to it.